Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I go by Nadimi on the internet, and in today's video I will be sharing with you guys how to make this gorgeous candy stripe bracelet. I will be showing you guys two ways to make this bracelet, both with forward knots and with backward knots. This is the one I made with forward knots, and this is the one I made with backward knots. As it is commonly known in the bracelet world, it is easier for right-handed people to make forward knots and for left-handed people to make backward knots. And as I am left-handed, I really wanted to show you guys how to make this bracelet both with backward knots as well. So I made kind of a right-handed and a left-handed version of this bracelet. And yeah, guys, this video is going to be extremely beginner friendly. I go over everything you need to know to make this bracelet right here. So if you guys want to see what that looks like, then continue watching. So let's go over all the materials you will need for this bracelet. So I have picked out 6 different colors of embroidery floss. You will need 6 different colors. You will also need a pair of scissors to cut your embroidery floss, and you will also need a piece of tape to tape down your bracelet to the table, or you can also use a clipboard, which is very handy as well. So yeah, guys, let's go on and start making the bracelet. To start making our bracelet, I'm going to first start off by cutting my strings, and I will be cutting 1 meter long from every single color that I have. So I will meet you guys back here when I have finished cutting 1 meter from every single color. So I have finished cutting my strands, and now I will be taping them down to my table to start working on the pattern. But before I do that, I want to quickly explain the 2 types of candy stripes that there are. So the first way of making a candy stripe is using forward knots, which are normally easier for right-handed people to make. And there are also, there's a different way of making candy stripe using backward knots, and I will be demonstrating both ways. So first off, I will be demonstrating how to make a candy stripe using forward knots, which means we are going to be working from our left side to our right side. This way is normally easier for right-handed people since they use their right hand to make the knot. Personally, I am left-handed, which means this is a little bit more difficult for me, but I will still be showing you guys how to do this. So to start off, we are going to be arranging our colors from left to right. So see how I have my colors all mixed up? I want this to be in rainbow order, so I'm just going to be arranging that in the way that I want. So now after I've arranged my colors in the order that I want them to be, I will be measuring out 20 centimeters from the beginning of my strings. So I'll just take out my ruler here. There we go, that's 20 centimeters. And I will be taping that down to the table. So I've just gotten my piece of tape here, and I will tape that right on down. And now I will be demonstrating how to make a candy stripe using forward knots. So the only knot that we're going to be using is a forward knot, and I will demonstrate how to make that. Again, like I said before, I am left-handed, which means I make my knots slightly differently, but it is the same exact knot, so if you do as I say, you will be completely fine. So to make our candy stripe with forward knots, we're going to be taking our first 2 colors on the left side, so that would mean our red and our orange, and I will be making a forward knot with my red onto the orange. So the way to do that is I will take my red and I will make a 4 with my red onto my orange. As you can see, that looks kind of like a 4. And now I will take my red under the orange and through the loop made by the red. And I will pull that nice and tight. And now I will do the exact same thing again. So I'll take the orange and the red, and again make a 4 with my red onto the orange and go underneath the orange and through the loop with my red. And pull that nice and tight. And now we have made a forward knot. So in order to make a knot, we have to make 2 knots to make 1 full knot. I hope that's understandable. Now we will be doing the exact same thing onto our yellow. So I will be taking out my yellow. I'm going to put my orange aside because I'm finished with my orange, and I will be taking my yellow and my red, and I will be doing a forward knot with the red onto the yellow. So again, a 4 onto the yellow, under and through the loop. Pull that nice and tight. And again, a 4 under and through the loop. And there we go. We have another forward knot with our red onto the yellow. And now I'm going to put the yellow aside as well and take out my green. And now I will be working with my red onto the green. So again, a 4 onto the green, under and through the loop. Pull that nice and tight. And again, make a 4 go under and through the loop. And there we go, we've made another forward knot with our red onto the green. So I'm going to put that green aside and take out my blue. And there again, we're going to make a 4 with our red onto the blue. So a 4 under and through the loop. And again, a 4 under and through the loop. And pull that nice and tight. And last but not least, we're going to move on to our purple. So take that red and make a 4 onto the purple, and then under and through the loop. And again, a 4 under and through the loop. There we go. And now we have finished our first row of our candy stripe. So now we're going to start again like we did on the red, and we're going to take our orange and again make forward knots with our orange throughout the entire row. So I will demonstrate this for one more row. So again, with the orange onto our yellow, make a 4, go under and through the loop, and again a 4 under and through the loop. And we're going to put off that yellow to the side and take our green and our orange, and again make a forward knot, so a 4 under and through the loop, and again a 4 under and through the loop. And put that green off to the side and take out our blue, and again make a forward knot with our orange onto our blue, so a 4 under and through the loop, and again a 4 under and through the loop. Pull that nice and tight and put our purple off, our blue off to the side and take out our purple. And then again, make a forward knot with our orange onto our purple, so a 4 under and through the loop. And again, a 4 under and through the loop. And we're going to put our purple off to the side, and we're going to do the exact same thing onto our red. So make our forward knot with our orange onto the red, so a 4 under and through the loop. And again, a 4 under and through the loop. And you're just going to repeat those rows, the exact same thing on every single row. So now we're going to repeat the exact same thing with your yellow and make forward knots throughout through all the colors. And you're going to just repeat that until you've reached 15 centimeters long, which is the length I like to make my bracelets. If you want to make your bracelets a different length, you're very welcome to do that as well. And you're just going to do that until you've reached your desired length on your bracelet. And then I will meet you guys back here to show you guys how to make those really nice twisted ties. So yeah, just continue doing that until you've reached the end. And now I will show you guys how to do this exact same thing with backward knots. So I've just cut out my colors again for making our backward knot version of a candy stripe. So again, as I said before, we're going to start by organizing our colors in the way that we want them to look. So I want mine to be in rainbow order. So instead of making our colors from left to right, we're going to organize them from right to left because we're going to be making backward knots. So the way I want mine to be is in rainbow order. So there we go. Now they're organized. And I will again be measuring 20 centimeters from the beginning of my knots right up to here. So after I've organized them in the order that I want, well, they're not very organized here, but I will reorganize them again. I will be taping them back down to my table. So I've just organized my strings in the order that I want them to be. I've measured out 20 centimeters from the beginning, and now I will be taping them down to my table. Make sure that you organize your strings from right to left instead of from left to right, because we're going to be working with backward knots instead of forward knots. So there we go. I'm just going to tape that down to my table. As I said, working with backward knots is a lot easier for left-handed people, such as myself. So I will be showing you guys how to make backward knots for this. So we're going to be starting off from our right side, and I'm going to be putting aside my first color, which is the red, and my orange, which is my second color, and the rest of the strings I'm going to be putting off to the side for now. I will be taking my red, and I'll be making a backward knot onto the orange. So the way to do that is I'm going to place a backward 4, and I will be going with my red underneath the orange and through the loop, like so. And I'll pull that nice and tight. And now we're going to finish off that knot by making another backward 4 underneath and through the loop. There we go. And pull that nice and tight. And now we have made our first backward knot. We have finished with our orange, so we can put that aside. And we're going to take our yellow, which is our next color. And we will be taking, again, our red and our yellow, and we're going to be making a backward knot with the red onto the yellow. So a backwards 4, go under and through the loop. Pull that nice and tight. And again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. And pull that nice and tight. And there again, we've made another backward knot onto our yellow. So we're going to put that yellow aside and take our green, which is next in the order. And take our red and again make a backward knot with the red onto the green. So a backwards 4, under and through the loop. And again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. There we go. Now again, we're going to put off that green to the side. We're going to take our blue and make a backwards 4, again, a backward knot with our red onto the blue. So a backwards 4, under and through the loop. Pull that nice and tight. And again, a backwards 4, there we go, under and through the loop. Pull that nice and tight. And again, onto our purple. So taking that red, again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. And again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. So now we have finished our first row of knots, and we're going to be doing the exact same thing again, starting on the right side with our orange. So again, I'm going to put all my strings off to the side except for my yellow and my orange. I'm going to be demonstrating this row again. I'll take my orange and make a backward knot onto the yellow. So again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. Pull that nice and tight. And again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. There we go. We've made another backward knot. Now we're going to put our yellow off to the side and again take our green. And again, make a backward knot. So backwards 4, under and through the loop. And again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. And if you're left-handed like me, you'll realize that this is quite a bit easier than making forward knots. So again, a backwards 4 onto another backward knot onto our blue with our orange. So a backward 4, under and through the loop. And again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. And again, onto our purple. So a backwards 4, under and through the loop. And again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. And same thing onto our red. So with our orange, again, another backward knot onto the red. So a backwards 4, under and through the loop. And again, a backwards 4, under and through the loop. And you're just going to continue doing the exact same thing as we did in those last two rows. Again, now we're going to start with our yellow and be doing backward knots onto all of the strings. And we're going to meet back here when you are finished, and I will show you guys how to make the ties at the end. I have finished making my bracelet, and now measures about 15 centimeters or 6 inches. That is my preferred length. And now I am going to make the ties at the end, which look like this right here. This is the second bracelet that I did. I finished it up already. So to make the ties, I'm going to, again, tape down my bracelet. And I'm going to section off the strings that I have left into 2 sections. So I'm going to do my lighter colors and my darker colors. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist them both to the same side. So I'm going to be twisting both of them towards the left, like so, and then twisting between them to the right. So twist to the left, twist between them to the right. And I'm just going to continue on doing that until I have reached my desired length. I normally go like this, and when it reaches about down here, that's when I stop. But of course you can make yours longer or shorter. Here we go. I have finished up the tie, and now I'm gonna just make an overhead knot. So I'm just gonna go like this, make a loop, and go through the loop like so. And just tie that off. And now I'm just gonna pull every single one of these strings to make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. And yeah, guys, that is it. I've just finished up the ties and I've cut the edges, and there we go. I'm done. And this is what our bracelets look like. This is the one I made with backward knots, and this is the one I made with forward knots. And yeah, guys, this is how they turn out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please do give this video a huge thumbs up. And if you like this type of content, please do consider subscribing. I hope you guys have a good day, and bye, guys.